Gwa gwa. Wana me chana ban ka letanan jog den ka chapter ma. Ka kamona nik impact. Ka gwa dan chi dot jog chi kon right. Ke Lewis concept of acid and base chi kon tara chi kon nen. Ke measure of strength of acid and base. Ka jen kila me bu kon right ke kamon nik impact. Ke bu per solution ka titration. Kan dia ko to go bu kon kalada. Men ro do palpen ka bikaling gwa. Mutu kon ka gwa me chana jato ka kamon nik impact. Kamon nik impact jen ngu. Chaja la gwa wo kamon nik impact. A chip of ionic equilibrium causes by the addition of solute having a common ion with dissolving 30%. Ala common ionic impact. Jen egir reaction kamete ka equilibrium. Mala jan nungu en component cha la reja mo kwa solution la lat kaje. Mecha luan kacha modo dien chaja madji solution ka na mo. Ke biko wote ka chai ni to par. Na me la reaction la ja gere. Baro da wo gere kwicham. Jam ko kon la ho a chip of ionic equilibrium caused by the addition of solute that provides an ion that take part in the chemical equilibrium. One me kadwa badong the common ion impact occur when a given ion is added to an equilibrium mixture that already contains that ion. Alana me ajanala common ionic impact la janum. For example, chana chera menenbe. Namane acetic acid. Namane acetic acid. Acetic acid me chikari akane water. Gwada me cha acetics ion chajanum kana hydronium ion. Alaria kina me take equilibrium. One me cha was suppose you add hydrochloric acid. Chi hydrochloric acid chi jamadi solution kana man ka take equilibrium. Hydrochloric acid be hydrogen me be provide. Ala hydrogen gwas me H plus. No. Hydrogen ion ngota H plus. No. And hydrogen ion. Hydrogen ion mo wa madi reaction mo take equilibrium kuja boten bo naka. Baban wana mane. Baban gwa me. Mo ban gwa me ala amount of concentration e jal kaje. Baja kam hydronium ion and treasure mo no one. Gwa me ta ko che kam hydronium ion but direction of equilibrium baro da ger bo naka bo kwicham. Ko ke le Chatelain principle. Le Chatelain principle la da ko no digita ala increasing of concentration of product. Ko direction of equilibrium ko je shift to the left. Which con concentration of hydronium and which con increase ko cha hydrogen meridian charge mode nang a direction of equilibrium nang a je kujmi no ne majin chol kamo a common ionic impact a would hydrogen ion me cha porba ne hydrochloric acid taken ke common ion kana ne ko ion ne me plus ion ne me plus ion de ngota a common ka kujame again, hydrogen ion, hydronium, jale increase ke jamo taken get the same ion, taken the same ion me plus. Janamo. Ka kujama and rajamo janan chala the Chatelain principle ka kilad wal ke let jacono the equilibrium composition should shift to the left. No. The equilibrium direction borrow the rate kujami increasing of concentration of product shift the direction of equilibrium to the left. One may the degree of the ionization of acetic acid is decreased by the addition of a strong acid. Yes, but the degrees ala acetic acid me ala ionization ala tan loin geje la roda degrees me charge rep ka strong acid ko no ko en direction tame man da ionize ka da worker right no one. But ko chana me charge madre jamo but chip no direction no ne je cham kujame ko degrees ne ionization of acetic acid. This representation of ionization of acetic acid by hydrochloric acid is an example of common ionic impact. an example mata new the content let ke come on I nik impact jan tan de kon mo de kon link okay jan de kon nen me ka come on I nik impact wana me de kon nyogonin rewde e booper solution booper solution a solution metede tajala de gwa booper solution a solution mete ke resistant ke change of pH after addition of a small amount of acid or base. Okay, here whenever mecha solution charge dilute with pure solvent ala water mecha rep ke pure but take change motor long charo de bagger long a solution mete ke resistant ke change of pH after addition of limited amount of acid or base or when the solution is diluted with pure solvent ala booper solution jen chi pH de charo da gere a chang cha acid cha jamatin charo bager ki e bit cha matino charo da bager ki chang chirem ne je ka piu ko jen chol ko mo pure solvent gwa de me charo da bager long kula ngula problem ka jen solution ma charo da gere ke jama chang wa rep je ka piu e wulat ke je ke weak acid ke ne weak bit ke solo weak acid ke solo weak bit ko ken weak ne te che ken lo anya long jen reason mi cher ken me ko kwa je prepare ke weak ne charo da bager long jen do mo this property is extremely useful in maintenance of the pH of the chemical system at an optimum volume to appropriate influence in the chemical reaction ka kinetic or equilibrium product ala en resistance of pH me mate ka bupare jen a very useful long jen la kona nen ala rim ran charo da mala gere long e wo tibu partiten ko ngai kon pH ka belet ne 7.4 ka kujume charo da gere long nguta me a weak bit 7.4 a weak bit ka kujume jenan charo da gere ka jelong ku weak no ajanta ande konanen a booper solution actually is a mixture of weak acid and its conjugate base or a mixture of base and its conjugate acid ka kuja men bu ko na tim long ni chang la booper solution cha ba prepare ke strong acid ke strong base ka cha ba lel ke solo weak acid ke solo strong acid ke solo strong base to chicken bu booper ba ja pom weak acid ke ne weak base ke conjugate ni kien okay one a booper solution must contain relatively large amount of concentration of acid that must react with hydroxide ion. What and booper solution but take a large amount of concentration ka acid typically react with hydroxide ion. Here but take a large amount of concentration of base typically react with a hydrogen ion and chapter by acid guadami. More con along niam guadame. The acid are surface the acid and the base component of the buffer must not consume each other. Neme janen bu kon ti de long. Ala reaction en boro de la gwa me ala acid ken a base reaction. Chicken rodian bu consume ala chicken bu take a neutralization reaction. Ku ke weak ne. These requirements are certified by acid base conjugate fair. And requirement mi chet ken mo lat ke je acid base conjugate ko a weak acid can a conjugate ki weak base can a conjugate acid a can to let it get to dung malat ke je ke strong ne da ro da ger but ko lat ke je ki weak ne chero da ger lo so na me jan de konen ka bupar generalizing the equation for any conjugate acid base pair give the Anderson has Belvais equation. What me magor con pH kene pOH de con ka doji dide kenyam gwad me to con ke pKa ngu a negative logarithm of concentration of Ka ala Ka bu con negative logarithm de bu con gor pin bana je gor pin wana me mi ci con je ala conjugate base concentration of conjugate base ba de ka concentration of weak acid men ci kene jega yo men ci kon jek ten go men ci kon ka da ko ba ka geben ke statement ka rawti men ci kon jektin bu kon log da na me log ci kon be la minus bu kon le log ko ro de metal minus mi ci kon log twain bana number ci kon je wan me men ci kon ma da bu kon jek men ci kon jektin yo bu kon ci ben mat kan na me mi e positive ki mi e negative bana bu ngong na ka ne number ta je go bph ci jek the same to pOH ba mo go je para que pKb plus log of concentration of conjugate acid divided by weak base ala gwa the mane ala negative la garzium of kb bu kono gor bi gor pin mi ci jak time de calculator the amount of concentration of conjugate base bi de ko weak of conjugate acid bi de ko weak base gwa the me bi men ci jak ten bi gor pin mi ci gor pin yo bi lo ko de bi twan mi te jog de negative bi number ci jago bi ci gor nyam da mi ci ñu ni negative bi ben ngong na ka kan na mi ci ñu ni positive bi ci ben ngong na ka kan na me den tan de ko na me de ko na nen ka de kon pH calculator no kene pOH ka bu par man do den de ko na nen wona me kala san do den hydrolysis of salt. Hydrolysis of salt simply a reaction of salt with water mi ci salt ki kade mi ci reaction with water reaction mutual ka je a gentle kono mo hydrolysis of salt simply a reaction of salt with water. Hydrolysis is a common form of chemical reaction where water is mostly used to break down the chemical bond that exists between the particular substance. Allow water goes me a gen letter na ko be chemical bond and coexist ka can substance to be break down. Ka kuje me hydrolysis a reaction of salt with water. Enano. What may the term salt hydrolysis describe interaction of ion and cation of salt, both with water. Depending on the strength of foreign acid and base, the cation of salt can serve as an acid, base, or neutral. Na me ku defend ka foreign of acid. Me is strong acid, ke is strong base. Ka salt ke de chet ke to en wo da ko nyung neutral da ko nyung base ke dong da ko nyung acid. Wana me chana tan de kon parent acid da kon nyung solution ke je. Modong da nyung kon acidic solution ki basic solution ki neutral solution based on tan chi loin ke. Wana me de kon nen ka dom chira no. Chana na ma chana janen. Hydrolysis of salt of strong acid with a strong base. The solution da ngu en mi chet kan me ala salt of strong acid kan salt of strong base mi chi ka loin ji pin. Ci kon je kan no strong acid ne ga tuk chapter ka wala loin completely. Strong base bo loin completely mi chi ka loin kan dang raw tel ma bo dot ji pin. Bi kan dial bi ka loin ka ku je me bi pH ta ba do the low a equal to 7 ko ci do na piu ko ro di tel acid mi chi remain ka tel base mi chi remain no then kono gwata me the ion derived from the strong acid are a weak conjugate base and do not undergo hydrolysis. Ka kuja me ala an ion and je kono gwata me ke strong acid ka kuja me a weak conjugate base che bela hydrolysis kono it involve only ionization of water and no hydrolysis. Ala reaction me ta me tene ionization of water thin corrode but no hydrolysis. Tell hydrolysis ke strong acid can strong base ko chi ga loin completely ka kuja me chi do na pan pi na corrodin pH na la fere mu la fere ke 7 ka kuja me salt of strong acid and strong base pH na equal to 7. Mother hydrolysis of salt of weak acid and strong base pH is greater than 7 ko didi ala strong base gwa da me but you loin completely tell me by jekten gwa da me ka salt of weak acid ala weak acid wana me weak acid but loin is slightly but men better maintain by the cholo conjugate base and conjugate base me jen better main ji pinimo the solution ta ba basic solution be pH da ba greater than 7. The same to hydrolysis of salt of strong acid but you loin completely ko strong ko weak base gwa da me ba loin partially the conjugate but remain conjugate mu acid ko me ba acidic solution ba form acidic solution pH de less than 7. Manodian a solo by hydrolysis of weak acid can a weak base. Kakujama can teach it karate weak acid co hydrolyze go take a conjugate base, but weak base go the take a conjugate acid. And go become solution become a decide but defend ka Ka can a KB by ionization constant ba calculate. Which con Ka a ionization constant of acid. Which con a jagalo dinajan ka KB become to decide door acidic solution ko chi dina acid. Mukui najan ka KB la dung base ka ba basic solution ko chi dina base. Which ko parga nangra ba neutral solution ko talamedit ka kandangro. Yantan de economy de economy. Kasi akin jog din de konnen gwa the acid base titration. Acid base titration chana titration chana je define acid base titration gwa the chawa acid base titration a procedure for determining amount of acid or base in solution by determining the volume of base or acid of known concentration that will completely react with it. And titration kadwa define is a technique used to calculate the unknown concentration from known concentration. Allah acid can a base metacan correction. In titration, by known concentration by calculate from known from unknown by unknown by calculate from known concentration. Allah pagan quick corner bukon wogor joka mangai corner. In a titration, one of the solutions to be neutralized, say, the acid is placed in the flag or the beaker. Mecha acid, mecha jalaska beaker, wadan bajalointen, together with a few drop of acid base, and an indicator. Ala gwadan latjetin gwadan mo, michikon acid, michikon laska beaker, de kon sur beaker, de kon nen, kujami, gwadan, name beaker, mecha acid, mecha jalaska beaker, kubalwainten, a waka kora ba pure drop of acid base indicator ba jalatin ko take an indicator and bunakulo nyo dore yoka color change ba jamatin ke jaken. The titration is added to the acid titration or analyze first rapidly and then drop by drop up to the equivalent point. Ala michikon titration ala is small amount of acid and ba madreje mi michikon latreje mi reaction broad increase long at the beginning barod rebelong but what kakora ba jali slowly a man me chob naka kay equivalent point me chob kay equivalent point reaction barod chu neutralize by acid can a bit because balan go me an equivalent point me chan equivalent point chan je define equivalent point of titration is a point at which the amount of titration added is just enough to complete the neutralizing analyzed solution. Ala an equivalent point jan point and acid can a bit bigger or neutralize to a jawser could bigger part and was me chet can me. At the equivalent point in acid base titration, mole of the base are equal to the mole of acid. Ala number of mole was me but remain the same. K equivalent. Ala volume can a concentration ka acid kujami can get radiant but the number of mole but remain the same. The equivalent point is located by the noting the color change of acid base indicator. Alagwa the me measure control key equivalent point but take a color change ka acid can a bit but take a color change. Ala measure color measure out again. Ka kujame chi control key equivalent point. Chi control key equivalent point. Manager and guatame. Ka solution na meta macha do guatame. Tell a color measure out again one a minute. Kata we conaje. But guatame chi color work ma gear road is slightly. Men chi control key equivalent point chi color ke le wata guame. Charoda gear. Ka kujame again equivalent point of titration. Rather than the color change, the point in titration at which the indicator change color is called the end point of indicator. Namene end point of indicator. Again, guadan chi color charoda gerten. Kutela guad reaction belowoten. Namachal kaje end point of the indicator. Again, point in leroda ka titration men ku color change kwe roda laten. So namajan de konanen guadam. the endpoint must match the equivalent point neutralization. Endpoint of indicator bigger mic and equivalent point titration and lead neutralization rather than. If the indicator endpoint is near the equivalent point of the neutralization, the color change marked by that endpoint will signal the attainment of the equivalent point. Okay. The major and the content was me. An indicator endpoint or bigger mic and equivalent point was me. Okay. This mic can be achieved by use of indicator. And go bigger par kia bigger chart can t-shirt get a taller con hang ke indicator ko ti indicator roten chet ke men jikon je ken no what and lat ke acid ke bigger ke big bukon pure drop of acid base indicator bukon ka add together ke jekel ko bigger color change ken ko lo indicate ko kujme bigger pH ba chu determine and gas me chet ken point in the quantity it was me knowing the volume of titration added allow the determination of the concentration of the unknown analyte alang dan ke volume p ni ki volume acid ke men mat ke reje mi ajen ko kon lo ko ba unknown analyte ajen unknown concentration over unknown concentration we can calculate by using this general formula unknown concentration of acid or base par ke volume of base term concentration of base divided by volume of acid. Whenever unknown concentration and gurke acid guadame ala volume of base again by term can concentration of base because show the volume of acid. But unknown concentration and gurke guadame me a bit but no conke volume of acid guadame term concentration of acid divided by volume of base again but a pin one man. So the man jan de konanen kajan chapter me shet kename. Na me jen good chapter 1 ka kelu ko jal kon ka pet mete ko mi chabanjo bi jogwar pin ka comment section ek sai ne dial ba wo doy ne ka do bien gol ka ba ka kule nyoko makama ka ye gwada me ta shi ko nang na siro ta kalfat so ko kuje me jen gwadan bi lesson an fek den bi ate mal